Hi Scorpio, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Scorpio, I'm just going to say this is about the fourth time I've tried to record your reading this week. Maybe things are changing in your world. Maybe there's a bit of stuff going on. It's just been really quite fascinating, and I just recorded a whole reading for you and the record button wasn't going. So we're going to try again. This is try number 5 for the Scorpio reading for this week. Okay, so hello, I'm Jude. Welcome. And this is a reading for the week of the 21st of April for you. And thank you if you're happy to subscribe or like or even share the video. It helps it in the YouTube algorithm. I don't know how, but appreciate all that support. All right, let's get going because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, so something's changing. And the 5 of Wands would indicate it's a group of people around you. Maybe you've had conflicted energies about something, but there's a shift or a change in a very positive way that's coming in. So a positive shift with something you've been a little bit conflicted about, a little bit in a struggle energy with. Is what I feel with that. All right, let's look at the week of the 21st of April, Scorpio, and we'll see what we've got. Yeah, for Scorpio. Yeah, it's interesting because there's, even though I had to do this 5 times, there's been a bit of a similar theme. So, King of Cups could be you, Scorpio, because the cups are the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the King says you're mastering the emotional energy of this, which I can see. It is something that's made you feel quite sad. It's something you feel you've had to walk away from, maybe. Now, in a couple of the past 5 readings, there was an energy of it being something to do with your childhood or a past relationship, something from the past that had been unclear, and then you found the clarity on it, and when you did, it was quite painful. Now, this is what's continuing on as the theme, because the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups say the same thing. This is emotionally painful, and you move on. You go, you know what, I'm going to go and find my joy, my happiness, I'm out of here. Now, of course, these are general and you have free will. You must choose what you're doing. But that's what those cards would say. And it encourages you with the 4 of Swords to just give yourself a little bit of time out. You know, if you can, before you take any action, is kind of go and sleep on it. Give it a night or something just to let it settle. Because it feels hurtful. And it feels sad and painful, and you're like, yeah, I deserve more than this, is the feeling. And you kind of ruminate on this a little bit, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing with the 2 of Wands. You're like, you know, I am okay. And that's repeated as well, like you are okay. But this has hurt you, or is the feeling in these cards, and you're like, do I want to stay in this energy or am I moving on? And I feel there's a little bit of work to do around this issue. The 8 of Pentacles says there's a little bit of stuff you need to do, and do it, you do, because we go from the 8 to the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles. So you put the work and effort in, but to yourself, Scorpio. This is about your independence and your sovereignty within a group. So within a family or within a workplace or a group of friends, it's about being sovereign in yourself in that environment, if that makes sense. So the work and the effort and the energy you're putting in is into you, in terms of the dynamic here, and you being strong and independent and sovereign, and then going in or coming out, or going in or coming out, depending on what you want to do, but you're okay in yourself, is what I see here with these cards today. Now, there is emotional happiness here and support. There's a couple of people that have got your back, I feel. A couple of people that are close friends and do provide that emotional support. And all of this leads you out into this fabulous new cycle. And I'm going to say the Wheel of Fortune. Out of those 5 spreads I did that didn't record or got compromised or whatever, the Wheel of Fortune, I think, was in all but one of them. So it's like the same cards kept coming. And there's a very strong feeling of this being a very positive shift and cycle out of the pain and into, like, the 3 of Cups is the absolute polar opposite of the 5. It's like owl, sad, not happy, over here to full joy, happiness, celebration. So you shift this week, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing. All right, I'm good. With the Light Seers Tarot deck here, I'm just going to close your reading out with a message from Spirit for you. For Scorpio, a little bit of wisdom or guidance that would be helpful, please. Yeah, that's the King of Cups, which was under the deck over there. It's repeating. Yeah. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So the card that repeated is the King of Cups. And this is encouraging you to keep calm in your emotional energy. A lot of emotions swirling, and it's stay calm. Because the Ten of Wands is backing up this Eight of Cups, which is saying you're out of here. You're like, yeah, I'm moving on. This has been a little bit overwhelming, a little bit too much, and I'm kind of packing my things, getting a bit of support and moving on. That's what I can see in the cards this week, Scorpio. I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye from me, and I'll see you next time.